You're looking at your career and money. Yeah, I mean, I suppose, gosh, it's just so, I don't know. I just feel that most of us, I know most of us are looking at money and career. Most of us are not rich. So most of us are looking at that area. And it just feels as if we're forever looking at that. And I feel that you want to kind of maintain. I get some people here want to maintain, their financial status, and they worry about their financial status becoming less than it has been. And trying to kind of maintain that, trying to maintain that. So I do get that, Miriam, trying to maintain it or improve it or keep it going. There's always this. I get this with you, Miriam, especially with what I'm pulling in here with your situation is, and I'm bringing this in intuitively, is that this is how it feels for you. It's as if you're forever kind of trying to balance this, yeah. I just feel, Miriam, it's kind of. I think it's the way it is. I feel it's the way it is for most of us, and I know that's not what you want to hear, but at the moment. But let's have a look. I'm going to pull some cards out for you, Miriam. Okay, so career and money. Well, I do get, Miriam, that you are very much, you're very kind of driven and focused. So I do get that you are driven and focused. There is another opportunity coming up for you in the career, in your career sector of life here. Opportunity. There's an opportunity that beckons. So this opportunity that beckons here, either there is a job opportunity coming up, or there is another opportunity to kind of choose from, or another option. And you're kind of, you're kind of thinking, is this kind of going to bring me prosperity, or is it a road that I should not kind of go down? Okay. I do feel you're ready to leave this situation, or you're ready for this opportunity. That's what I've got here, Miriam. Okay. You're ready for this opportunity. I feel if you are in a job at the moment and it's not satisfying, I feel that you are ready for this new opportunity. I think this new opportunity is good for you, Miriam. I see that you will blossom in this new job, in this new opportunity here. Okay, you will blossom. So I feel, go for it. Go for this new opportunity, Miriam. Now I've got observe. Yeah, this is quite quite wise, a wise thing to do. When you start this new opportunity here, where you will blossom, is before you get involved, before you kind of get carried away. Because I know when we get new jobs, new opportunities, we get this, oh, this is fantastic. This is a new kind of, this is bringing me new vitality. It's making me feel great. I've got this great new job. And before you know it, 1 year or 6 months down the line, you're looking at your watch and you're thinking, God, I don't think I've chosen the right job here. But no job is is perfect, okay? No job is perfect. And it's usually when people get tired of seeing you every day on a daily basis that you get this kind of feeling of, oh, the same people, the same day, the same, you know, saying this, saying that kind of thing. And that's when you start to get fed up of a job, because people get fed up of seeing your face, you get fed up of seeing their faces every day. And so instead of getting too involved and getting too carried away with, this job is going to change my life, this job is going to be the most, I would see it for what it is, okay? People have these big aspirations about careers and opportunities to then be disappointed, okay? So just see it as it is, you know. Let's, for instance, say nursing, okay, nursing. Like I used to be a nurse. Say if I got a job as a nurse, and I had this great kind of fantastic kind of ideology about it. Oh, everybody's caring, everybody's going to be great. It's a new environment, and once you get into it, you're there for like 2 weeks and you're kind of thrown into the deep end, and you're sinking and you're not swimming because there's no staff, there's nobody to support you, and you know, and then you're starting to think, okay, this is not what I thought, you know, kind of thing. So this card is very, very important, which is saying observe, okay? When you first get this job, when you first start a job, observe. Don't get involved. Don't get your heart and soul into this situation. Just observe. I would say that for any job, actually. If you start a new job and you're thinking, this is going to change my world, it's not going to change your world. Okay, it may change your world, but if you enter this with a kind of, it is what it is, it's a job. I'm going to get fed up of this after 4 months, because normally people do. After seeing your face every day, I'm going to get more and more responsibilities, time goes on. So I'm going to feel like this later down the line. So I'm just going to observe for the time being, and I'm not going to fully kind of put my heart and soul, well, yeah, put your heart and soul into it, but not kind of get carried away with your emotions when you take on this new job, okay? Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Miriam? Because, and I also get refusing to see. So refusing to see. Miriam, I think you're quite good at this anyway. I think you refuse to see the negativity that people bring into the workplace, and you're good at observing. And I think you're good at this anyway, okay? And all you want is just a simple kind of team playing. That's all you want. Do you ever get that? Can anybody say that you get a great team playing kind of environment in the workplace after a long time being there? Maybe not. Okay, but you are going to shine in this new job. Okay, you will shine, but observe others. You know, there's always a snake there somewhere. And think with your head. Think with your head. When it comes to work, think with your head, crown chakra, and not with your heart. I think that's good advice. I do. I can't tell you the amount of times I've gone and started jobs. I worked in intensive care, thought it was going to be my lifelong kind of, until I met the team. Until I met the team, and and then it was like this, that, the other, all these issues. So observe, stand back, observe, okay. Until you find the balance, that's another, and until you find the balance, until you kind of settle in this workplace. So there is an opportunity, but you need to go with the flow. You need to go with the flow, Miriam. Refuse to, think with your head, not your heart. Observe. And I think that helps longevity in a job, in a career, is to stand back and observe. I wish I'd have known this a long time ago, but you kind of know it through wisdom, don't you, over time. I think I used to throw myself into my job with my heart and my soul just to find out I should have used my head. Yeah. Okay, so hello everyone, there's more people here, and good morning, it's morning here. Whereabouts are you and in the world? So I got up really, really early to catch you guys, wherever you are, in the USA, in Australia, so Canada. So I did this purposely to actually see where you are. So whereabouts are you guys? Got my glasses on, I can't see. Hello from Tennessee. What time is it where you are? Because I'm always interested, because I love traveling, whereabouts you are. And so here it is 6:25 in the morning. So I got up extra special early because I didn't come live last night. So yeah, in New York it's around 1:30 in the morning, isn't it? 1 in the morning. So hello from Sweden. Hello from Sweden. You're up early, aren't you? I don't know what time is it in Sweden. Is it about 7? Hello April, and it's 10:26 in California. Well, that's quite a decent time. And thank you for stopping by. Okay, from California, and and this is the type of people that I miss when I do come on live at certain times. Hello from Arizona, and it's 11:30. Yeah, it's 7:00 in Sweden. Yeah, wow, it's early. Thank you for getting up early or catching me early. Thank you so much, Timothy. I feel that I've got, I can speak for myself, and I'm not very good at speaking about myself because I'm empathic, so I think about other people all the time. So I've never been good at talking about myself, and I think this is where you get taken advantage of as an empathic, because you're always interested in others and that kind of thing. So in terms of my energy, I feel my energy is very much an earthy kind of energy, but also I do feel I sometimes I feel guilty for talking about myself, because I think I was brought up to not kind of talk about myself. So I do feel that I come from a very authentic kind of I'm very authentic and very spiritual, and you're a nurse too. Yeah. Nursing's a very hard job, and well, I went into nursing many years ago with this very strong empathic kind of nature, compassionate, and I found the percentage of people, yes, people are caring in nursing, but you actually do find in the end that it's like every other workplace. People can be ruthless, people can be snakes, looking to climb the ladder and all that kind of thing. So it's no different from any other. And you would think that this would be a very caring kind of career, which it is, but there's a side to it where you have to be very strong. And I think being a nurse, you would know that, April, don't you? And you do learn to separate your emotions too, which I don't feel that's I feel it's a good skill to do that, but to actually separate, detach your emotions from a situation is a good skill. But then again, is it natural to do that? So your body is going against its natural kind of, equilibrium as in terms of emotional well-being. So I think that could drain you after a while. I do. But anyway, nurses do have a great kind of, you know, I've been there, I've done that. I've worked in very acute areas, and I've also worked in intensive care, and I did kind of want to kind of be that specialist nurse, which I did do. I did, to be honest with you, in my career, I did do some specialist areas, which I'm very glad that I did. And you worked all weekend, April. Oh my goodness, yeah. I have that empathic ways. Yeah, I love my career. Not the new grads, however. Okay. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Yeah. The thing is, I don't know, I'm talking about nursing here, but I don't know how you felt, April, but it felt as if you was the old school, and you possibly wasn't even the old school, you was somebody with lots of experience, okay, in the job, and you got these people coming from university onto the hospital floors, and you've been doing the job. They would see you as old school, and that used to irritate me so much, because you're there with all this experience to actually teach these people. And I used to do a lot of teaching too. And they would come on the hospital floor, on the ward floor, and it's like they know it all. And, oh, you're old school. We do this now. We've been taught this now. And you're thinking, well, we've always been taught that, nothing. I don't feel anything. Yeah, there's new kind of, but you have to keep up to date with things being a nurse, as you know. It's part of being qualified is to keep up to date with all the new things that come out with medicine, and especially and you go on courses to do that, to update. So it's rubbish when somebody comes in and thinks that, oh, we're newly trained, we have these new ideas, and and all of this. That used to irritate me so much, and I was there teaching them, Okay, guys, so here I am this morning. Thank you for joining us. There's not that many people here, but that's cool. I'm cool with that. I'm just coming to say hello. Thank you, Timothy. Timothy says, you are very gifted and you have a very special purpose in life. Thank you. And I think deep down you have always known your healer. Yeah, absolutely. I have. And that I am a healer, yeah. And you have an amazing heart. Your heart chakra shines the brightest of all. Thank you so much. Is it a great idea to have a great big heart? Well, I think so. I do. Okay, what's that? April. I had to charge nurse a 30-bed unit. Yes, I've been there. And all new grads this weekend. Oh, I know how that feels. And I had patients of my own. So short-staffed. Oh, gosh. Where were you nursing, April? That's why I left. Isn't that sad? I had the same. And we have this... and I shouldn't talk about the NHS like this, but we have a shortage of doctors, and this is why I left nursing, and it's a shame because I was a good nurse. But I'm glad I did. I'm concentrating on this channel now to help others in this way. But I left nursing because the last shift that I did, there was a doctor's strike. We didn't have any doctors apart from junior. Sorry, not junior doctors. We did. We had. We still had cover, but it was like junior doctors. I don't even feel there was a consultant on call, and these junior doctors was asking me as a nurse, what should I write on the prescription? What's your thoughts? In a kind of crafty way, they were saying, what would you normally write for this patient, in this situation? And I kind of looked at this, because this patient was very acutely ill. They needed, I knew what they needed because I'm experienced. They needed IV antibiotics because they had a raging kind of, there's an array of IV antibiotics that you can give, but it's a doctor's kind of prerogative which one they would feel would be relevant, and and I'd be saying, well, normally there would be blood cultures sent off and to find out what bug it is, and then they would find it. They didn't even know how to do that. Yeah, they did know how to take bloods, but they didn't know once the blood cultures came back which kind of antibiotic would be the best antibiotic to give, and all of this, and it was absolutely mayhem. And I remember I couldn't believe it. I'd got my own job to do. Anyway, I won't go there. And I was telling doctors what to do because we didn't have any senior doctors on duty. It was absolutely terrible. And I remember saying to the sister who had a nervous breakdown on shift, there's no doctor. These doctors don't even know what I got a prescription card thrown at me by one of these junior doctors in frustration, and I think that was the last shift that I did. And so I don't know. Maybe I do have a big heart, and this is why this happens. I don't know, but that was the last shift I did. You work in Los Angeles, so it's no different. The type of nursing, wherever you go in the world, I think it's the same, unless you're working sort of somewhere like Dubai, where or the Emirates, where it's private and they have like one nurse to about 5 patients, and it's a private sector and all of that kind of thing. And you could decompress to him. The ex, and yeah, and also it comes in between your relationships. Nursing, no good for a relationship. Shift work, you're always stressed and all that kind of thing. Okay, Timothy, hello, and you're doing great. The only thing your guide is really pointing out is your confidence, and your confidence and self-doubting. Yes. He says you're second guessing yourself. You have a strong intuition. Trust it. I do. Yeah. Yeah. But then again, that's who I am, isn't it? If I came on and said, "Oh, I know what I'm doing. I am intuitive. Believe me," I think that would not be very attractive. I don't think so. I think it's good to be humble at times. Okay. So hello everyone, and there's not many people on, so if you'd like a super chat donation, if you want to give a super chat donation, it's up to you. It helps, it helps my channel, and I don't earn any money apart from what I get super chat donation wise. So thank you so much. If you want a super chat donation, reading, okay, please do. You don't have to. You can just chat away here. That's not a problem. Okay, you don't have to do that. Okay, well, the thing is, if you have something special, and I'm not saying that I'm anything special, but thank you for your lovely words there, okay, about my intuitive gift. I think if somebody who feels they've met somebody with a heart, and a narcissist, let's say, going to narcissism here, because people like me attract narcissism because they want somebody lovely and loving, and that parent that they didn't get as a child, I'm talking about like sociopaths, psychopaths, that kind of thing. They didn't get that love from their parents as a child. So if they see it in you, like you said, like I have a big heart, if they see that and they see that shining, and they do, narcissists do see that. They see something they don't have, which they've never received. And, it's like they will They will love bomb you, and they will pretend to have this big heart, because what they're looking for is that thing that was missing as a child, of that loving parent. Okay. And they see that in you. And once they capture you, they don't know how to love anybody, but they just want you to feed that kind of empty void of theirs with your loving big heart. And here you are with this loving big heart that exudes, and you get this narcissist, and they will covertly pull you in because they just want that mama that they didn't have as a child. Okay. And you actually, if you meet somebody normally with a big heart, you kind of put a bit of distance in between you, like, oh, I'll get to know you first, because I am sensitive, and I have a big heart, and let's take our time. And that's how it would go normally. Okay, if you've both got big hearts. Okay, but if one's got a big heart and the other has got an empty shell or a void to fill, okay, they come and love bomb you. And it's like, and they look for that vulnerability in you, that, you must have a vulnerability somewhere. You're not that perfect, and that's how they see you. Psychopaths and narcissists see you like that. They say you're not that perfect, that you've got this big heart, and you look like you're very caring. You can't be that perfect. And that's how they think. So there must be some kind of chinks in the curtain there, And thank you for your donation. Thank you so much. April, wow, that's very, very generous of you. Wow. Wow, I'm so honoured. Okay, I will look at that. Okay. So, I'm just saying, they come along, they love bomb you, and it's like you're with this big heart. And once they get you in their web, they don't let you go. Of course, they don't let you go. You're the main source of their supply, which they didn't get as a child. Okay. So you're their life's blood kind of thing. And that's when they start to put you down, make you feel as if you're not worthy, start chipping away at your self-esteem. It's toxic. And then that's how they try to control you, to try to keep you in that position of actually feeding that ego, Okay, so... Okay, so if you do want, okay, I understand. If you can't afford it, that's fine. Thank you, April. That's very generous of you. Let's have a look here. When will Mario and I get back together? And what's the blockage? Do we have... What is the blockage in the way? Okay. Okay, well, what I'm picking up here is that I get Mario is very confident, I get him quite confident. He's very attractive too. I don't think I think there's, I do feel there's a mother here, a mother-in-law or somebody like that. I don't think it would matter who Mario was with. It could be with, it could be with, I don't know. I don't know what's her name. Mother Teresa. Mario could be with Mother Teresa. I do get his mother would still say she's not right for you. That kind of situation. I get a culture situation here. I don't feel she's strongly like that. I think she likes you, April, but I just feel he's good looking, he's confident, his mother thinks that the sun shines out of his backside, you know, his ass kind of thing. And I just feel it's like this kind of, there's no need to kind of rush here. Okay. There's no need to rush. I'm sorry, April, if you've lost your connection, but you can actually play back this if you want to get your question answered. Okay. Okay, so you can go back, play back, April. Okay. So what I was saying is, April, I only just started your reading, is that I do get like, you know, he's good looking, he's confident. I do get that he, you know, there's a mother that's indoctrinated him of thinking that the sun shines out of his backside. Okay. Okay, let's have a look here. I do get April separation. Yeah, you're separated. Yeah, I do feel it's family or mother who's interfering here. And like I said, you could be Mother Teresa, and this is so frustrating when you get a family that's got this kind of culture background where their son can do no wrong, you know, and you know, he could have cheated on you, he could have hit you, he could have, you know, been verbally abusive to you. But the mother in these kind of cultures would turn around and say, well, you know, you pushed him to that. You deserved that. You pushed him to do that. You know, this kind of mother. Now, there is a separation here. Okay. Yeah, his mum thinks the world of him. Yeah, I think there is this indoctrination that I don't think she's that mean, but it's that kind of, it only takes a little bit of coaxing to say, oh, could you, is there somebody else that you could possibly, you know, because it's not been working out. It only takes a little bit of coaxing to change somebody's, you know, to block somebody like this. Okay. Now you are separated. I get the marriage card here, the marriage card. You were either going to get married, or you were going to get married, or you were engaged, or you was married. Okay, you are married and you're separated. So it's either one of those, because I get the marriage card on top of the separation card. Now, well, I don't agree with mother-in-laws who stand in the way of marriages and relationships. I think it's so wrong, but they do because they can, and it's power. You know, it's power. They don't realise that this is this is a past relationship. And you do love this person. I feel it's family that's blocking him, okay? Mother does not want to lose him. And you do love him, you know? I think, I don't know, I get, you know, sometimes when you hurt somebody, but it's valid that you've hurt that person. And that person twists the truth and tells their parents, and you know, this is what happened. She did this, she did that, she shouted at me. I mean, there's reasons why you may have shouted at that person, and it all gets twisted around, and then the family believe it because if April, if his family thinks the world of him, his mother. Could even be children involved here, April. Children, I don't know where that comes in. I think once they get the family against you, I feel it's very difficult. Okay, I feel this is what's blocking this. Okay, I don't see this. Okay, April. He asked when his divorce is finalised. Okay, I did get him as married here. His family and his mom didn't want him to divorce. There you go. Okay. So I told him make a choice. He made a choice. Okay, well, there you go. This is what this is. And I did pick up his separation, separated from this marriage. I didn't realise that you were like third party here. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, I think you're going to have to let this person go. Okay, there is children involved too. I get separation. He's probably separated from his marriage. Okay. But his family are in the way. I can see that now, that because that, you know, they don't want him to get divorced. And there's children. Yeah, there's children here too. There's children. Now, I do feel that you've got a chemistry with this person here. But it does say here, let this person go. Okay. Let this person go. Yeah. There's a blockage. What the blockage is, April, is family. And I picked that up straight away. Is his mother. His mother is the blockage here. I don't see you guys getting back together. I feel the family are stood in the way here of you two guys getting together. Okay. It says here, release this person. You do deserve love. You deserve love. And but you know, although there's a chemistry here, this family are not going to let you anywhere near this man. This is what I'm getting here, especially this mother. Okay. That's what I got here. Okay. If you do, April, if you do want an in-depth reading, please come and you know, I will give you an in-depth reading. My email is sixsensetarot@gmail.com because this is very quick answers. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sorry to say that. Okay, but that's what I'm getting here. It might be best to let this go. You've got a battle on your hands here with this mother, and I picked that up straight away. Okay, thank you for that donation. Okay, so like I said, if you would like a personal reading, please contact me. Okay, and you know, I can spend half an hour to an hour with you, one-to-one, Skype, Google Hangouts, that kind of thing, and take a lot of time with you on a one-to-one. And so if you would like a personal reading, please give me an email. My email is sixsensetarot@gmail.com. Okay. So, yeah, sometimes we don't like to hear the truth, but in all honesty, like in April's situation, if you've got a mother-in-law that's never going to accept you, you could be, like I said, you could be Mother Teresa for all she cares. But, you know, her son is like her son. And you know, you're not going to get anywhere near him. I think, you know, you're onto a losing battle there. They actually, especially if they're you know, like that situation where they're separated, then they want him to go back to his wife and children. I feel that you know, you're really hitting your head against a brick wall, and it just leads to heartache. So that's difficult. That's a very difficult situation. So if you'd like your own super chat donation reading, please send a super chat. You don't have to. It does help my channel if you do. If you do want to give a donation, but you also want a reading in return, it helps my channel. It helps me keep going with this to help you guys. Okay. If you can't afford it, that's fine. I will just have to choose for you from the list ad hoc. Okay. So that's not a problem. So, yeah, good luck with that, April. Okay. How about trading readings? I find it hard to read myself because I am so involved in it's impossible to read yourself. Actually, I do readings. I generally do readings for Sagittarian, but it comes through about myself too, and which is quite on point. But it's like doing it through I can't read myself, but when I do my monthly readings, I can see that's why this is happening, that's why. So I actually do get out of the monthly readings, I can see myself in them. Okay. And they're very complex. You know what, I don't know, you can usually tell a fake reader from the genuine intuitive person, because fake readers are very on the surface, they're very superficial. True intuitive people go behind the scenes, go underneath, go deeper. And that's what I do, and that's why I feel I have this really strong intuitive gift, because I go in the grey areas, I go in between the lines, I see what's there, and that's what intuitive readers do. They see behind the scenes, they see what's going on there, they can see it. If it's fake, they don't. They just give you the superficial blah, blah, blah kind of thing. Just be aware of that, guys, because you may think, your readings are too in-depth and too intense and too kind of, complicated. I wouldn't see it like that. I'd see it as truly a true intuitive kind of insight, because, people who are very on the surface can be just fake doing that. I'm not saying other readers are fake. I said just be careful, with okay. It's been very slow, but I feel that there is this light at the end of the tunnel, and this is coming through. I feel by January, by the end of January, this light is starting to actually come through. Okay, and I feel it's because Jupiter is coming into our sign, so we may have waited a while for this, which is like we may have waited maybe 5 or 6 years for this kind of change here to happen. Although things have improved, I feel things are going to improve more, and I think that's where the Sagittarius coming January, February, March time, the springtime, I feel that there's going to be more major main decisions to make for Sagittarius, okay? But I'm not going to go as far as that, okay? I'm going to look at, because I get December, how are things going to go financially here for Sagittarius in this coming, let's say, 2 to 3 months? 2 to 3 months. So what is going to... financially, what's happening for Sagittarian for this next 2 to 3 months? Well, I am getting through here for Sagittarian. It's also time, although we have got Christmas on the doorstep, it's time to start to look after your health and watching what you eat. And I know you don't want to hear this because you want to hear, but I do get that. I get that for Sagittarius. Stop this kind of eating this double cream with everything, and be careful with your carbohydrates and that kind of thing. Have natural carbohydrates and not kind of processed carbohydrates. Okay, I get that too. I get indigestion. I get heart problems. I get stress over this period. just be careful over Christmas. There's no need to have all that alcohol. There's no need to have all that cream. I feel it's not going to do you any good. Okay. Financially, what's happening financially for Sagittarius? Yeah, I do get, well, there is, as I said with my other reading, people want to share their heart with you. So, you know, there may have been mistakes in the past here. There may have been mistakes. They want to share their heart with you. You know, there is a lot of kind of, you know, like, let's let bygones be bygones. And there is this kind of sharing. Either you're going to share your heart or somebody wants to share their heart with you. So there's lots of people who actually, there's regrets. I feel there's regrets. There is regrets, okay. There's regrets. Yeah, there's sadness here and regret. There's sadness and regret. Somebody is quite sad about the way things have gone between you, Sagittarius, and they want to offer, you know, offer their heart to you. And they are watching you, they are observing you, they feel regret of the way they treated you. But I think this may be a bit too late in the day here, because they're seeing you that you do shine. You do have this big heart here. You do have this big heart. You do shine. And they you know, so they previously they refused to see this. They refuse to see your big heart and how special you are. But I think they're starting to see this now, rather than refusing to see it. They're starting to see what is good about you, Sagittarius. And this is I feel that you released this person. You did release this person. You did release this person because they refused to see that lovely side of you, and kind of projected these negativities about you. There's a regret here. There is a regret. There is a regret that for whatever reasons why they refuse to see this goodness about you. There's a goodness about you that they refuse to see. But now they're seeing this, and they're making an effort with you. They are making this dedicated effort to be close to you, to be with you, because the heart chakra, you know, the heart is involved now. So in your kind of situation, you may think, well, yeah, I get love. So this could be a partner. I do get love, and I do get that this person refused to see you before, but now is seeing you, and they want to make the effort with you. It is a love situation, because I feel that you may have released this person. Now, I don't know why it's going into the love situation here, because this was about money, wasn't it? It was about money. I feel that as I said with my main readings, that it's very much people want to, I think the main focus here is people want to make up for what they haven't done, and how they kind of misjudged you, kind of thing. Over the Christmas, I think the money situation. How is the money situation? I feel the money situation. I feel because you are becoming more kind of self-sufficient and independent. You can find that when you start to be in, you know, if you're with someone and, you know, you rely on them. Say if you've got a child or something like that, and you rely on them for their finances and support while you're having this child, or while you've got this child, and then suddenly you've got your independence, your child's gone to school, and you can go back to work and all of these things, and they've been treating you badly while they've had the power and the money and all of that to I think this kind of situation, they thought they'd got the power, and now they're seeing you blossom and shine in your own right, and regaining your kind of confidence and regaining your independence. They're starting to make the effort. That kind of thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I do feel financially, where this comes in financially, is that you are starting to, even if you're single here, you are starting to be more kind of self-sufficient. And then you get family members or people around you saying, oh, we want to know you now that you are stronger and that you are capable and that you can do this, you can do that, But a lot of judging here, Yeah, your dream is going to come true in terms of work situation, career, business. Your dream is going to come true. And this is where this person is making the effort, because they can see that your dreams are coming true. And this is where, with this, you may have been in a bad relationship. This is where you may want to turn your back on this, because your dream is coming true in the work situation. You're able to maybe go your own way here. And this other person is now making the effort, that kind of thing. Do you get what I'm saying here? So this is where the healing begins. The healing begins. You may take a double take here. Is that really you making the effort? Like over the last kind of 5 years, you've been an absolute tyrant kind of thing. Yeah, talking. This person, whoever this is, whoever this is some kind of like a narcissist who's realised that, oof, if I'm not careful, I'm going to lose this person. Because I get throat chakra here. There is some kind of, this person is talking to you more, understanding you more. I get the love card again. So they're making the effort here, because you are, in terms of finances, this person is careful not to fight with you. As before, they were full of tyrannical kind of arguments, but now they're very careful of not making these fights with you, because your dream is coming true. They want to be part of this. And there is this trust issue. Can I trust this person? I actually know what this person is like now, You could win or you could lose at this situation. So you, in terms of relationship, you may have given this person up. You may have let this person go. And you're actually on this road of kind of your dreams are coming true in terms of financially and friendships and rebuilding your life. And this person can see this. And this is why this person regrets of the way they have behaved. Because you're starting to take the lead in your life. You're starting to take the lead in your life. They quite like that about you. And you could win or you could lose. It really, really, really angers me, guys, this dedicated effort, okay? It really angers me when you start to go down this road of success in the financial world here, and all of a sudden this ex reappears, or your partner who's been tyrannical towards you for God knows how long, then decides to be this angel towards you. I mean, are you going to trust that person? And you're thinking, okay, why do you want to know me now? Because I'm being successful, or because I'm actually being financially independent? Is that why you want to know? That kind of situation. Okay, guys. Hello, everyone. And hello. And okay, will I reconcile with my Aquarius? Hello, may I have a card, please? Absolutely. That's a great idea. Okay. So if you do want a super chat donation reading, please please, I can do a super chat donation reading for you. If you don't want a super chat donation reading, that's fine. Absolutely fine. If you want your own personal reading, please come and email me. My email is sixsensetarot@gmail.com. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look here. So, yeah, hello, Sev. How are you? So let's have a look here. Hi, Sev. I'm just trying to choose which one here. What's this, Yvonne? Why did Pisces love interest turn on me when I was a good person and forgiving? Why did everyone want to rip us apart? Yeah, I think, I get toxic. Seb, I get these people were toxic. And you do get that, and that's bewildering when you're not toxic. When you're not a toxic person, it's bewildering. And these toxic people think that they've got the power to do this. I would say steer clear of any kind of toxic people like that. They're always fighting each other. They're always like triangulating each other, and there's always like somebody, and you would, if you get into this toxic kind of environment with these toxic families, toxic friends, whatever they are here, of ripping you apart, you would have that for the rest of your life. Okay. And it's all about it. To people like that, it's all about a game. It's all about the game plan. It's like playing it's like playing a poker game. That's how they see life. It's like a very intricate poker game. And I know that sounds a bit strange, but that's how they see life. Toxic people, they don't see, it's all undercurrent emotional kind of game playing. And I spoke to, which I didn't understand. I was talking to some kind of narcissist the other week, and it was like, and we was watching this, I don't know, this love kind of situation on TV or a film, and I was just watching it like any normal person would watch it, and this person said, "Oh, it's like a poker game, isn't it?" And I said, "I don't know what you mean, a poker game. What do you mean by poker game?" "Well, it's like a game of poker. That person makes their move, the other person makes their move, and we're watching for the next move here, and then that person will make their move." I'm thinking, a poker game? We're talking about life here, not a bloody card game. So it's that kind of thing, and that's how toxic people think. They think life's all just like a poker game, And if I've got advice for you, Sev, I would steer clear of that. Why they wanted to rip you apart, it was all a game, and it's like whoever wins, that kind of thing, and it's toxic. Okay. Yeah, it's very painful when you're not like that. It's when you kind of enter a family that are very toxic like that would fight each other to the tooth and nail. It's very painful for somebody who's not toxic. It's like, what did I do wrong? How do I deal with this? I don't know how to play this game. I have no clue what you're doing here. This game of poker, how do you play this game of poker? And they just see you as naive. This is how toxic people see you. They'll see you as like, oh God, she's so green, she's so naive. When really, you're just a giving, normal, functioning person that does not play these narcissistic games, It's them that are wrong, not you. It's them that are wrong by playing this game of thrones, this game of poker. It's them that are wrong. Why play this game when it is? It is what it is. I care for you, you care for me. We show each other affection, and I care for your family. So why play this poker game? Yeah. That's what I get here for you, Sev. That kind of energy. Yeah, politics is like a chess game. Yeah, and it makes you wonder that our politics. Yeah, okay, you have to make these clever manoeuvres to actually win, but when you watch politics, berating another politician because they want to be favoured, it is a little bit like narcissism. It's like I will be cleverer than you in the way that I talk to you, and I play this kind of undermining game with you. And to me, you watch politicians do that, and it's like, oh, it's so narcissistic. Unless they stand there and be very authentic in what they say, and then they get attacked for being authentic, then that's different. Okay, that's different. You can usually see that, but then they could then there could be people acting authentic. Who knows? Kind of thing. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, it's yeah, I would, whenever you date somebody, ask about the families. Ask about the families, and they say if they don't say, ask about the families and see what you can get out of how is your family? Do you get on with your family? This person may be innocent and just a person within a toxic family, so that could be the case. But do you want to get involved with that either? Ask about the families, because it usually comes out when you ask questions. Say, have you got brothers and sisters? What's your sister like? And if they say, I've never got on with my sister, and straight off the bat, and says kind of derogatory things about their sister or their brother. He got married at 16, and he's a grandparent at 32. That kind of thing. And it's like, okay, this is pretty toxic. So ask questions about brothers and sisters, and say, your brother and sister, how is your brother and sister, or that kind of thing. And they say, oh, they're doing pretty well. They are, they've got this nice big ranch or this nice house, and they've worked really hard at university. And yeah, I'm pretty proud of my sister. If you get that kind of reaction, then it's not toxic. Okay. Or if you get, I'd rather not talk about my family, kind of thing. But then again, like I said, just be careful there, because you could have a person who is an empath in a toxic family. So that's different. That's totally different. Okay. So you could say that if you get an empath in a toxic family, they probably won't even talk about their family. They will be like, oh, do you mind if we don't talk about my family? And that's a different story. Okay. And you can think, oh well, okay, yeah, we don't talk about your family, that's fine. So always ask about families and filter, because if they're an empath and they're in a toxic family, I think that's okay. But if they're, if it's all pretty toxic and you'd be entwined in all of that, I'd run a mile. I'd run a mile. Okay. Okay, let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Who else? Oh, you're from what? Kingdom of Hawaii. Hello from Hawaii. Hello. Hello, everyone. Tell me where you're from, because I'm always interested in where you're from. And if you would like, a super chat donation reading, I'm going to be here. I'm going to stay a bit longer because I've got a few more people. I'm going to stay for another 30 minutes if you would like a super chat donation reading. Okay. Hello from Australia. Wow, that's brilliant. And hello. And let's have a look here. I'm just having a look here. Politics, yeah, that's a game of like poker. Okay, you're from the north of Indiana, where it's freezing right now. Oh, yeah, it is pretty cold. Well, it's not freezing here, but it's windy and raining. Okay, so let's have a look here. I'm going to answer some questions. Like I said, if you do want a super chat donation reading, I'm here for the next 30 minutes. TR, I appreciate all you do. How you know when enough is it? How do you know when enough is enough when it comes to a toxic relationship? Oh God, and that's difficult as well. When well, how do you know when enough is enough? I tell you when you know when enough is enough. You just know, because and I watched this narcissistic channel the other day, and you know when you are sick. Okay, when you are sick, because toxic people don't have much empathy. It's all about game playing, and they don't have a lot of compassion. And me being a nurse, I've got tons. Well, yeah, I've got tons of compassion, and I take care of people. That was my job, but I did that because I wanted to do that. It's part of who I am. So I think it's when you get ill and you can't get out of bed, and maybe you've got it coming out both ends, and you can't even get out of bed without falling over, and you're vomiting and all of this, and this person, while you're in that state, won't even call you out a doctor, won't even get you a drink, won't even give you any kind of comfort, can hear you shouting for I don't know, a vomit bowl, or can hear you vomiting but doesn't do anything, just sits there, I think then you know it's time to leave. When somebody is not going to bother to give to you when you're at your lowest, when you need them, how far would that go? Could you be having a heart attack and that person actually ignores you while you're having a heart attack? That's how low toxic people go. They just like to see you suffer. They like to watch you in pain. They like to see you in that state of being. So I think when you know enough is enough, when you are disgusted with the way they omit or don't even give you any comfort or compassion or empathy when you need it the most, I think that's the time to quit. Okay. And that usually comes out eventually with a narcissist or anybody who's sociopathic, anything like that, toxic kind of people. Toxic people like to see people in pain. Okay. They're on that kind of narcissistic kind of spectrum. Okay. So the reason I say that, because enough is enough, because I was listening to this other channel, and she said, well, I forget her name now, but it's one of these people who do narcissistic channel. She said that she had she had pneumonia, and she was being nursed in bed at home, and not at the hospital. Okay. And her husband was supposed to look after her. Okay. And she couldn't even get out of bed. She couldn't even stand up. And she couldn't even get up to go to the toilet. She was that weak. Okay. But she was able to drink and, drink and eat. So she was able to be looked after at home. And her husband just left her without any drinks, any kind of food, and left her until she was like hospitalized, and even to the point of calling the doctor at the end. He didn't even do that. So in that case, that person has, they have murderous kind of tendencies when they're like that, when they can just leave you when you need them the most. They don't have empathy, they don't have compassion, they don't care. That's the time when you realise, that's enough. That abuse has got to where you would see me dead. So that's enough. I would go long before then. I would go long before then. Okay. So yeah, you're doing a good job there, Lisa. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah. Hello, everybody. Okay. So this is not for this is not a political channel. Okay, so no political politics here. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, that's when you're done. Okay, I think before then, but I think once you get when you have this kind of, when somebody, when you need them and they're not there for you at your most, when you need them at the hour of your need, I think that's time to quit. Actually, I don't care who they are. Okay, guys. So I'm going to look for one more question, and then I'm going to go. So if you do want a super chat reading, please send me. I'm going to be here for a few more minutes, and then I'm going to look at one more question. Okay. Okay. Jamia. Hello, Jamia. Hi. Can you tell me if I will hear from the anthem job? Anthem job. Okay. Let's have a look. Jamia. Anthem job. Let's have a look here. Are you going to hear from the anthem job? Are you going to hear from the anthem job? Well, I do feel there was quite a number of candidates for this job. And so there is a lot of choices for them to make here. Okay. I feel if you've had an interview, I feel you may have had an interview for this, but you're waiting here to seek the truth of this interview. I feel this is the case where you've had an interview and you're waiting for a response. Now, I do get when you've been interviewed and they choose the right and they know that candidate is the right person for the job, they tend to call you the same day or the same kind of week, okay, to tell you, yes, you've actually, we'd like you to come in, and congratulations, you've actually got the job, so it's not usually too long before you know about this, okay. And I feel, because I feel they've left you kind of hanging here, okay, to a point of, well, did I get that job or didn't I get that job? I feel your gut instinct here is that they've not contacted you, okay, and I think this is what you're going to have to kind of confront, because they don't have they don't have they don't have to contact you to say you've got the job. If you've not got the job, they're not obliged to contact you. They can actually just leave it, okay. So I feel that if you really want to know the truth about this job, just give them a call, okay, and just say, I was just wondering, I didn't hear anything, can you let me know how, if I was I just want to know what's happening with applying for that job. And I feel this time, I don't feel you've got this job, okay. And this is where you can, once you get to know, you can actually change your focus, okay. I think if you don't get to know within the first couple or 3 days, because employers, when they find somebody that they like, they tell them straight away. If not on the day, they will tell them that day or the day after. If you're still waiting after a week, I would say you haven't got the job, and you can give them a call and just say, just wanted to find out the result of that, and they can say, oh, well, I'm sorry, no, you didn't get the job. Then you can focus on getting another job, okay. That's what I get here, okay. I wouldn't say this if I hadn't got these cards here that says this, but it says listen to your gut feeling here. And what does that say, okay? And that's what I get here, okay. Jamia, okay, that's what I get here. So I hope that's helped you. Okay, guys, so I am going to call it a day here now. So thank you for coming. And if you'd like your own personal reading, please give me an email. My email address is sixsensetarot@gmail.com. And you take care, everyone, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, and bye for now. Bye bye.